I'm so glad you're with me today. I want to start by sharing something personal. For years, the stairs in our family home became a source of quiet anxiety for my mother. At 75, she would take the long way around the house, going outside and around to the back door just to avoid them. It all started after one small moment where she felt her knee wobble and she nearly lost her footing. That single incident planted a seed of fear. She was afraid of falling, afraid of getting hurt, and perhaps most of all, afraid of losing her independence. That staircase had become a mountain she no longer felt she could climb. Her world had begun to shrink, one avoided step at a time. Through helping my mom, I came to realize that the difficulty so many of us face with stairs isn't just about weak legs. It's more specific than that. My research and experience have shown me that it boils down to three core problems. First, a loss of balance and the fear that comes with it. Second, a lack of lifting power to get the leg up onto the next step. And third, a lack of pushing power to propel the body upward. When you address these three issues directly, everything changes. In today's detailed video, we are going to break down each of these three problems. For each one, I'll share a relatable story, and then guide you through the simple, specific exercises that provide the exact solution. This isn't just a workout. It's a roadmap to reclaiming a vital part of your home and your freedom. So please watch until the end to discover the 5 simple exercises that changed my mom's life and could absolutely change yours too. If you find this helpful, I'd be so grateful if you shared it with a friend. And if you're new here, please take a moment to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more practical tips for your health. Each section will break down a specific challenge of stair climbing and provide you with the exact exercises to overcome it. 1. Problem number 1. Let's begin with the biggest barrier of all, the fear of falling. This fear is not irrational. It's a direct response from your brain to signals of instability it's receiving from your body. Our sense of balance is a complex system, a constant conversation between our inner ear, our vision, and the sensors in our muscles and joints. As we age, especially if we become less active, the communication between these systems can slow down. The signals can become less clear, like a fuzzy radio station. This static on the line makes the brain feel confused, which we experience as unsteadiness, especially on a challenging surface like a staircase. This unsteadiness creates fear, and that fear, in turn, can make our movements tense and hesitant, ironically increasing our risk of falling. Addressing this is a critical first step in any plan for better senior health. I had a friend, Mrs. Barbara, 78, who developed a deep fear of stairs after one minor stumble. She told me she no longer trusted her own feet and felt like her world was shrinking because she was confined to the first floor of her home. She needed to retrain not just her body, but her brain's confidence in her body's ability to be stable. To help Mrs. Barbara, we focused on 2 foundational exercises designed to directly wake up and retrain those balance systems. Exercise 1, the one-leg stand. This exercise is the cornerstone of building static balance. To do it safely, stand behind a sturdy chair, placing both hands lightly on the back for support. Stand tall and shift your weight onto one leg, keeping a soft bend in that knee. Slowly lift your other foot just an inch or 2 off the floor. Focus your gaze on a fixed spot in front of you and aim to hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds. You will feel the small muscles in your standing foot and ankle working constantly to make tiny adjustments. Lower your foot with control and then repeat on the other side. Exercise 2. The heel-to-toe walk. This exercise challenges your dynamic balance, your ability to stay stable while moving. Stand next to a wall or countertop for light support. Step forward with your right foot, placing its heel directly in front of the toes of your left foot, as if you were walking on a balance beam. Then step forward with your left foot, placing its heel directly in front of the toes of your right foot. Keep your eyes up and looking forward. Take 15 to 20 slow, deliberate steps. After a few weeks of consistent practice with these 2 balance exercises, Mrs. Barbara reported feeling much more solid on her feet. This newfound stability gave her the confidence to approach the stairs again, and she was eventually able to walk up them safely. Excellent. Building your balance is the foundation for all safe movement. But once you feel steady, you need the actual strength to lift your leg up to that first step. Our next section tackles that heavy legs feeling head-on. If you're ready to build a foundation of rock-solid balance, comment "staying steady" below 2. Problem number 2. The next problem is a very physical one, the distinct feeling of having heavy legs, where lifting your foot up to the next step feels like a monumental effort. This sensation isn't just fatigue. It's a specific sign of weakness in the muscles at the front of your body. Primarily your hip flexors, the muscles that lift your thigh towards your chest, and your quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thigh that straighten your knee. A sedentary lifestyle with lots of sitting in chairs or cars can cause these hip flexors to become both tight and weak. When these essential lifting muscles lack strength, your body has to compensate by using momentum or by pulling yourself up with the handrail, which is inefficient and unsafe. This is a common issue that impacts day-to-day senior health and mobility. A patient of mine, Mr. Frank, a 70-year-old retired office worker, described this feeling perfectly. He didn't have any sharp pain in his joints, but he had come to dread the small set of stairs leading to his front door. He confided in me. "My brain tells my leg to lift up to the next step, but it feels like it's stuck in molasses. There's a delay, and then it takes so much effort just to get my foot onto that first step. I have to use the handrail to physically haul my body up. It's not pain, it's just effort. So much effort." Mr. Frank had the will, but he lacked the specific muscular strength to initiate the movement easily. For Mr. Frank, the solution was one simple, targeted exercise designed to directly strengthen those lifting muscles and re-establish that quick, brain-to-muscle connection marching in place. This movement directly mimics the action of lifting the knee to climb a step, building both strength in the hip flexors and quadriceps, as well as crucial muscle memory. To perform it correctly, you can start by standing tall, holding onto the back of a sturdy chair for balance. Engage your core to keep your body stable and prevent it from rocking side to side. Begin by slowly lifting your right knee up toward your chest, as high as you comfortably can. The goal is to aim for your thigh being parallel to the floor, but in the beginning, only go as high as you can with good controlled form. Focus on using the muscles at the front of your hip and thigh to do the work. Imagine a string is attached to your knee and is pulling it straight up to the ceiling. Hold for a moment at the top of the movement, Then slowly lower your leg back down with control. As your right foot touches the ground, immediately begin to lift your left knee in the same controlled manner. Continue alternating legs in a steady, rhythmic marching motion. For an added coordination and cardiovascular benefit, you can try pumping your opposite arm forward with each knee lift. Aim for 20 to 30 total steps, which is 10 to 15 lifts per leg. I advised Mr. Frank to make this a daily habit. He found the perfect time every morning while his coffee was brewing. It only took a couple of minutes. At first, he could only lift his knees a few inches off the ground, but he was consistent. He focused on the feeling of activating those muscles at the front of his hips, waking them up. A few weeks later, at his follow-up appointment, he walked in with a much brighter demeanor. He told me, the molasses feeling is gone. Taking that first step up onto a curb or the bottom stair now feels lighter and much more decisive. It's like my legs are listening to my brain again. I'm not hauling myself up anymore. I'm stepping up. Great work on building that lifting power. Now that you can get your foot onto the step, we need to build the engine muscles that propel your body upward and give you the endurance to reach the top of the stairs without feeling exhausted. If you're ready to make your legs feel lighter, comment lifting power below 3. Problem number 3. The final problem is one of endurance running out of energy halfway up a flight of stairs. You might start strong, but then your legs begin to feel shaky, weak, or like jelly, and you feel winded and have to stop. This isn't necessarily a cardiovascular issue. It's often a lack of strength and endurance in your posterior chain. The posterior chain is the powerful team of muscles on the back of your body. This team includes your glutes, your buttock muscles, your hamstrings, the muscles on the back of your thighs, and your calves. These are your body's engine muscles. They are responsible for extending your hip to propel you forward and, crucially, upward. The glutes provide the main force to push your body up onto the next step, and your calves provide the final push-off from your foot to launch you to the next level. When this engine is weak, you burn through your available energy very quickly, and your climb comes to a sputtering halt. This is a vital area to focus on for senior health, as this power is linked to walking speed and overall endurance. This was the exact issue for Mrs. Joan, a 76-year-old who lived in a home with a flight of stairs up to her bedroom. She told me, her voice tinged with sadness. Climbing the first 5 or 6 steps in the morning is okay. But by the time I get to the middle of the staircase, my legs feel like they're going to give out, and my heart is pounding. I have to stop and catch my breath every single time. I feel like my get up and go has got up and gone. She had the initial lifting power to start the climb, but she lacked the propulsive strength and muscular endurance to complete it. To help Mrs. Joan build her engine, we focused on 2 simple exercises that specifically target the posterior chain. Exercise 4. Standing back leg raises. This exercise is fantastic for waking up and strengthening your glutes and hamstrings. Stand behind your sturdy chair, holding on for support. Stand tall with a soft bend in your supporting left knee. Keeping your right leg straight. Don't bend the knee. Slowly lift it straight behind you. The key here is to squeeze your glute muscle, the buttock muscle on the right side. The height of the lift is not important. The muscle contraction is. You should only lift as high as you can without arching your lower back. Hold for 2 seconds, feeling that powerful squeeze, then slowly lower the leg back down. Perform 10-15 repetitions, then switch legs. Exercise 5. Toe stands or calf raises. This exercise builds your launch power. Standing behind your chair for support with your feet, hip-width apart, slowly press up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as you can. You should feel a strong contraction in your calf muscles. Hold for a moment at the top, then slowly and with control, lower your heels back to the floor. This directly mimics the final push-off motion your foot and ankle make to lift your entire body weight onto a step. Aim for 15 to 20 slow and controlled repetitions. Mrs. Joan incorporated these 2 pushing exercises into her daily routine right after her marching. It took time and consistency. Gradually, she began to feel more power in her stride. She noticed it first when walking up a small incline in her neighborhood. Then one day, she started up her stairs. She focused on feeling her glutes and calves working with each step, pushing her upward. Before she knew it, she was at the top of the landing. She hadn't stopped. She wasn't even out of breath. She told me later with a tear in her eye, "The first time I made it all the way up without stopping, I stood at the top and just laughed with relief. I felt like I had just conquered my own personal Mount Everest." Fantastic. You now have all 5 key exercises to solve the 3 biggest problems of stair climbing. Now that you know what to do, let's talk about how to do it safely and build it into a consistent routine. If you're ready to build your pushing power and conquer the climb, comment "stair power" below. Safety and building. A routine. Now that you have these 5 powerful exercises, let's quickly talk about putting them into a routine safely. As always, safety first. Please remember to consult your doctor before beginning. Wear supportive shoes, and always listen to your body, stopping if you feel any sharp pain. The best way to see results is with consistency. You don't need to do these exercises for hours. Try combining all 5 into a short workout session. Start with the marching in place to warm up, then move through the strength and balance exercises. The whole routine might only take 15 to 20 minutes. Aim to do this 3 times per week on non-consecutive days, for example, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This gives your muscles time to rest and get stronger. On your off days, a gentle walk is a perfect complement. The goal is to make movement a regular and enjoyable part of your life. Today we've broken down the complex challenge of climbing stairs into 3 manageable problems: poor balance, a lack of lifting power, and a lack of pushing power. And we've learned 5 simple targeted exercises that provide the direct solution to each of those problems. From the one-leg stand and heel-to-toe walk that build confidence and stability, to the marching in place that strengthens your lifting muscles, and finally, to the back leg raises and toe stands that build your pushing engine, you now have a complete toolkit to conquer the stairs. Just as my own mother and Barbara Frank and Joan discovered, it is absolutely possible to regain strength and confidence at any age when you address the specific root causes of the problem. This is a perfect example of taking a proactive, empowered approach to your senior health. The most important message I want to leave you with is that you are more powerful than you think. You do not have to accept limitations as an inevitable part of aging. By dedicating just a few minutes a few times a week to these simple movements, you are making a profound investment in your independence, your safety, and your quality of life. Please start today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you found this video insightful or helpful, please show your support by giving it a like. Please also share it with a friend or family member who might be facing the same challenges. For more practical guides to staying strong and active, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And finally, I'd love to hear from you. Please drop a comment below and let me know which of the 3 problems we discussed today is the biggest challenge for you. Stay strong, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.